Just tell me when to go.
We're going.
We're going.
Oh, hey guys! I didn't see you over there.
We're actually going. I didn't think we were going.
Wait, you literally you just like finished your intro thing and immediately you start. Hey guys.
No,
You
that
could
is
wait
our.
a hot second and make it a little bit more believable.
I did
This
wait a
is our-
hot second.
This is our intro. This is how we do.
Oh, hey
This is how-
Hi,
guys!
I'm Nova.
I did not
This
see
is
you here. You were
This
there
is
all
exactly how we
along.
start everything.
Ah, don't mind us. We're just talking about stuff right here. It's me, VQ, as always. And then you have Nova to my right. And then on my
You
left
gotta love-
side, you have Jose and
You
Telran.
gotta love this.
We are the sweetest people who do like a podcast once a month. Also called
are so
The
good at
Last
this.
Braincell. How
What
do
a
you do?
brilliant intro. What a brilliant intro. This is the best intro.
It's a me, a Mario.
This, like, I don't want our intros to be any more unhinged, but they keep going. They keep getting more and more
They're
unhinged.
just getting worse.
It's like a
You thought
snowball
the
effect.
first intro was the worst intro? No.
Nah, we do bad intros here. We don't do intros. We just kind of go.
What is a good intro?
Yeah, indeed.
I don't know. I think the Zelda one, because I was in control of that one. That one was pretty good. But I have not control of anything. This is a wild
I guess
ride
we're
going
learning.
on.
Jose is a dom. Gotcha.
Oh,
Ew.
as long as Ojin is not here, no one can fight otherwise. Ojin will fight you on that.
What,
That's
calling you
just
a-
Yes.
Oh, what did I hear?
power button.
Food, you
Yes.
say? Oh, yes, indeed! We can talk about food.
No, we're getting there. I was trying to ease.
Isn't
I was
that
trying
the
to ease-
best segment into the topic?
I was trying to ease us into it. Guys, okay, so clearly we're missing two people. We're missing Ojin and we're missing Lulu. Lulu will be here later, whenever that is. While we have a different discussion for later, and we were talking about what we should talk about, and then I brought up the fact that Big Q has a weird thing with eggs in her tomato soup. And
That's not
what-
weird.
It is weird.
Apparently it's
Okay,
weird.
Weird.
It's a hard-boiled egg
Yes.
in tomato
Yes.
tomato soup.
It's
That's weird.
perfect. Have you tried it?
I don't like tomato
Sounds
soup.
like it would slap.
Well, then that's your problem. You were starting this with a perception of, oh, I don't like tomato soup, therefore I have the authority to tell what is weird with it.
It is weird.
That's not a legit argument. If you already don't like a thing, then you hear how somebody enjoys the thing. You can't come in and say, well, I don't like tomato soup, but that's weird.
That is weird.
No, it isn't. It is perfectly normal.
In Norway.
In Norway.
Apparently it's
Y'all
a
are
thing in
fucked.
Norway because
What are-
these two
what are-
guys have not heard about it before.
I've never heard
Okay,
of.
but do
I've
you
never
put-
heard of it, but it sounds pretty legit. I
Do you
mean,
put
you put
macaronis
ketchup on
in your tomato
eggs.
soup at least?
I don't eat tomato
Macaroni.
soup.
Yeah.
No.
You don't have macaronis in your tomatoes.
Well, what's wrong
What?
with you Americans? You don't know how to enjoy anything.
It just pureed tomato.
Have you ever
Soup.
tried cheese in tomato soup?
I thought the whole bit was
No.
that you have grilled cheese with tomato soup.
No.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do.
That's what I
kinda
put grilled
sometimes.
Like I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
cottage cheese.
No,
Cottage
what the
cheese.
fuck?
I thought you
Cottage.
said cottage cheese.
No,
grilled
cheese.
cheese.
Oh, grated cheese? Eh.
Grilled.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled.
Grilled cheese.
Bread,
Oh.
grill.
Bread
Oh,
and
that actually sounds pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Oh my! You probably should have eaten before we got into the topic of food stuff.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Oh, we're good at this. Cheese and tomato soup is bomb.
Yeah. And also egg.
Yeah, you do tomato soup, macaroni, boiled eggs, preferably like a lot of boiled eggs, because
Mm.
one is kind of sad and boring, and then grilled cheese, and that shit. Oh, and especially if the yolk of the egg is just a little runny.
Hmm.
Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
man. And to make it like even more fucking delicate is just take like an egg yolk and you mix it in the tomato soup to begin with, and then you add all of your shit. Oh, so good.
That I've never tried.
Oh, you should try it. It's so fucking good. It's a culinary trick. You put the egg yolk in a lot of soups, and it just makes it way better.
I also don't like pea soup. I don't know how common pea soup is in
I'm not a
Norway.
fan of pea soup either.
Yeah,
We
no, I'm
have
not a boomer.
pea soup.
I'm
yeah,
not a
but
fan.
I'm not a boomer. I don't like pea soup. Pea soup is for like people who enjoy pea.
I more
Okay, I
like
thought-
pea stew.
Pea enjoyers.
Pea enjoyers. Any pea enjoyers in the chat?
I
Any
am.
pea enjoyers.
I like green beans, but no.
Those are not peas.
Pea stew
Okay.
I like.
is good.
If we are gonna talk about food, we have to talk about the most like split opinion in the food world.
Pineapple,
On pizza.
It's
I
good.
like
Okay, I'm
I
on
like it.
team pineapple on pizza.
Me too.
I like
Okay, so-
pineapple on pizza.
I like
here's
it.
the
Though.
here's the thing with pineapple on pizza. It
Okay.
depends on the pizza. If it's a Venetian pizza,
Oh, what?
a Venetian pizza,
What the fuck
also
is
known
that?
also known as the Italian pizza, the flat hard crust. Or if it's an American pizza, then yeah, sure, go ahead, because American pizza is more like a pie, fucking anyways. But a Venetian pizza, no, don't do that.
I like the thin crust. Yeah.
Yeah, the very
Yeah,
thin
thin
crust.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see that really working
Now,
out very well
here's-
because it has
here's-
too much juice. It would just make it soggy.
Exactly.
I eat
Here's the thing,
pineapple on pizza either way.
Here's the thing though, pineapple on pizza. If you think pineapple is good on pizza, you should try this instead. You take the fillets of orange supremes, right? So the fillets of an orange. Or if you want to go super deep and be super sexy, grab a clementine and do clementine supremes. And then you marinate those in a balsamic reduction. And then you do your pizza like you normally do, right?
Right.
Like this is a Venetian pizza. It doesn't work on American, but on a Venetian pizza, right? You do it like you normally do. So like make a margarita first. Take your
Okay.
margarita out. Then you put on some Parma ham, and then you put on
love ham.
your clementine fillets that you have
What's
marinated.
Parma ham?
It's
For all intents, it's just ham. It's just slightly fancy ham for all intents and purposes.
the fancy Italian salted ham.
Yeah,
Yeah,
prosciutto.
I
Yeah,
thought you were
okay.
just saying Parmesan wrong.
or Parma ham.
Good old Parma ham, exactly.
Yeah, and then your clementine fillets or orange fillets. That shit is fucking bomb.
It sounds too complicated.
Yeah.
I'm just
It
gonna
is really
stick
not
with
that
the-
complicated.
It just sounds like fancy rich people food. I'm just gonna go and get like some like
Move on.
Domino's
Okay, no,
or
hold on.
Papa
Okay,
John's.
Really
Oh,
isn't
same.
complicated. You take fillets of orange, and if you don't understand what that means, you take an orange and you peel it, and then you cut out the fillets so you don't get the disgusting membrane. You take those, you put them in some balsamic vinaigrette or reduction if you know how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, just balsamic vinegar. Just leave it in that. Make your pizza, put it on top of pizza. It's really not that hard.
before or after you bake the pizza?
After you bake the pizza, if you put it
Okay.
on, you will explode the cores.
Okay, fair.
That just sounds like too much.
Okay,
I think I'm just gonna just go
Okay.
and order Papa John's.
okay,
Domino's.
but while we're on the
Like-
top, okay, what is your go-to
my-
pizza? This is the. If you put pineapple on pizza, I'm going to remove your frontal lobe. Thank you, Ojin, for being a part of this discussion.
Oh,
It
Jin, you know what? No, you're not allowed to have input.
No, it's fine. No, this is a question for the chat. What is your go-to pineapple or go-to pineapple? What is your go-to pizza order? Because my order is not super weird, but it is chicken. It is a go to pineapple. My go-to pizza is the fucking I can't remember what it is right now. It's the white sauce that they put on pizza
Is
sometimes.
it the chicken
Yeah,
bacon
Bianca.
ranch?
No.
Oh.
What did you say, Talran?
Bianca. There are
Yeah.
two ways of making a Bianca pizza. You could either do it with a garlic vinaigrette, or like some will usually use some kind of sour cream. But it really
It's-
depends.
It's
you are.
that chicken, jalapenos, and green peppers. That is my go-to pizza.
Oh, that actually sounds good.
My go-to pizza is Hawaiian pizza or like a margarita with always with a lot of vitlökssås.
Wait. BQ, you're my soulmate. Mine's Hawaiian pizza too.
Yay!
Mine
love
depends
Hawaiian.
if I'm.
That or pepperoni and pineapple.
Yeah.
It's basically Hawaiian but with pepperoni. It's freaking good.
I've not tried that. But
It's pretty
I don't
tasty.
do a lot of take off and take on kind of thing. I just choose the pizza I want the most and
that's
just
That's fair. Sometimes I just do whatever they have on the menu and just kind
Yeah.
of go with that. Because like it costs more money to like kind of customize a fucking pizza, which is stupid, but it's fair.
yeah.
Nova's frontal lobe is coming off.
Hey, pineapple pizza is good.
What is
It-
Tauren's pizza order?
How is
It
my frontal lobe
depends.
coming off? Fuck you.
It depends if I'm making it myself or if I'm ordering. So are we,
Ordering.
like, assuming we're ordering?
Yeah,
Ordering.
ordering.
Yes.
Ordering. I don't really have a standard.
Fancy bastard.
The most normal one I usually go with is like it's Venetian reds with like ventricina, chorizo, stuff like jalapenos. That's my most common one.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
We,
If I'm
Forbes
making it
says-
myself, I just make a margarita usually with
it's very easy
like-
pizza.
yeah, fresh mozzarella and ricotta.
That sounds pretty tasty, actually.
Bell pepper, olives,
can't
and
do it.
feta cheese, or mushrooms and bell peppers with extra cheese, says Troy.
Like it's really hard to go wrong with just a basic ass margarita.
I used to like get mine with like spinach, olives, bell peppers, basically all the vegetables with the exception of onions, because I can't.
I will
That's
also
pretty
like I
strong.
will
I can't
also
handle
like
onions.
if I'm hungover, I will kill for a fucking puttanesca.
What's a puttanesca?
Puttanesca is so funny.
Oh,
It is a red pizza with olives, anchovies, and I forget the last name. It's these like tiny little green thingies that are super salty. I
It's
forget
not-
what they're called, but yeah, it's super funny. Capers, yeah, capers.
I'll be RB.
It is like the saltiest salt bomb ever, and the name is so fucking funny. Puttanesca.
I'm gonna refrain from saying something because we're gonna
Okay.
keep this professional.
What
do you mean
what,
professional?
what do you mean?
How is this even remotely professional?
I was
Hawaii
gonna comment
pizza.
something with the salty.
Yeah, but like, hey, VQ, it's called a puttanesca. Do you know what that means?
No.
To keep it professional, it means sex worker food.
Ah.
It
Okay,
originates
salty
from a
as these
time-
nuts.
Yeah, no, but it originates like it is really a poor man's pizza. It originates from the time of where there was a lot of sex workers working the streets of Italy, and that was usually the cheapest food that you could buy at the end of a evening. You would go to a local baker, you would get their like spare bits of dough and whatever people didn't want, and those were usually that like super salty combination. Because like you don't really use anchovies as a topping, you use them as a condiment for sauces. So
Oh.
it's not super rare. It's super rare that you actually use it as a topping. Same with capers. You don't really use it as a topping. It's an ingredient.
Okay, so okay, so this is gonna be like it's sort of off what you were talking. Okay, so Tauren, I don't know if you were ever here for these conversations, but previously when I was at work, someone had asked me if honey was a condiment. I don't know if you were there for that conversation.
No, I wasn't there for that.
Is honey a condiment?
It depends. It really no, but it really depends because
No, I don't know.
I mean, no, but like, there's the same argument of saying like, hey, is mayo a condiment? Both yes and no, because yes, it is a condiment, but also mayo is a base for a lot of sauces, right? So
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
say it's an ingredient or a base.
I
So
think
it really fucking depends.
when I talked to other people about it, I think I came to the conclusion that if honey was like on something, sure, you could call it a fucking whatever. But I think in my headspace, if I am going to call honey anything, I don't know why, but it makes sense calling it a spread in my head, like peanut butter.
That's true, actually. Yeah, it's more of a no, but yeah. But I mean, like that's the thing with a lot of foods, right? Calling it a condiment or ingredient or whatever, because like everything is an ingredient and everything is a condiment if you're weird enough.
That was all. That was.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah. But like, I've asked like 4 different people this. And like, I always get wildly different answers from everybody about whether honey is a condiment or something else. I just wanted to get your take on it. Honey is multi-use. There you go.
Yeah, like I mean, my problem is I think too much about these kind of sort of questions, right? Like, off topic, but like a therapist like a long time ago, you like asked me like, oh, do you think of a glass as half full or half empty? And I'm saying, well, it depends. Was it full and you drank half of it, then it's half empty. Was it empty and you filled half of it? Well, now it's half full. Right? It's just the way my brain processes information, right? So like, say like, what is honey? Well, it depends what you're using it for.
Yeah.
If you're using it as a condiment, then yeah, it is a condiment. But if you're using it as an ingredient, now it's an ingredient.
Because it also
Or
goes
putting
in,
it in your
because-
tea, then it's a
yeah.
sweetener, right?
Yeah,
It
that's what I was
really,
gonna
really
bring up too.
depends.
Honey is so weird. Honey is very weird.
I love honey though. I will fucking kill for some honey. Right now in my apartment, I have 17 different kinds of honey.
The correct answer is the glass is twice as big as it needs to be.
Good answer, actually. Uh, Man, Corpse has life figured out, doesn't he?
Corpse has his life completely figured out. What are the rest of us doing?
I don't know. Be more
Yeah,
like
what the fuck are
corpse.
we doing?
Okay, what are some other weird food things while we're waiting on
Weird
the
food things.
Um,
Oh, here's my favorite thing. So, do people understand like different cuts of meat and their purposes, right?
mostly?
So, whereas like an entrecot, like you need to cook medium well to well done, right?
Right.
Whereas a tenderloin, you can have like basically raw.
Oh
and
no,
so on.
no. Oh, Corpse brings up a wonderful question. Is a hot dog a sandwich? No, it is a taco.
No, it's no,
Yes.
no.
You've seen that picture going around. I know you've seen that picture going around.
Yeah, but it isn't.
But it's taco sandwich.
No.
No,
So,
a taco is
no.
a taco, and a sandwich
Taco
is
is
a
taco.
sandwich.
So, no. A hamburger is a sandwich because the definite. Well, okay. Let's get deep in this.
Wait.
We're going to it.
It's like
No,
a hot dog
No.
has only one bread. A sandwich has 2 breads on each side, so it's
Well,
more like a taco
no.
than
Well,
a
okay,
sandwich.
no, so hold on.
You
hold on.
can break it off. You can
DQ,
break it off.
This is literally my education. Let me get into this. So a sandwich, there is a very specific definition for what makes a sandwich a sandwich. A sandwich has at least 4 different components apart from the bread.
You can
If it
have that
doesn't
in a
have
hot
at
dog.
least- Yes, but here's the thing, right? If it doesn't have that, it isn't a sandwich. It's just stuff between bread. Like
Like a
it doesn't
calzone.
have its own category anymore. It's just things between bread.
Or a pie.
So it depends. If you're just taking a hot dog and putting it in the bread, it's just a thing between bread. If you put 5 things inside, there's an argument to call it a sandwich, but
Or a
also unless you're one of those freaks that cut the hot dog bread in 2, it really isn't a sandwich because it is like Vicky said, it's just one piece of bread.
Mm.
It is a taco. Yes.
No, it's not a taco.
I
It's
like the
more
idea of it
similar
being a
to taco.
Is it though?
Yes, because
Yeah,
it's,
taco
it
only have
covers-
like one shell.
Yeah, it's the same kind of like bread around it.
Yeah.
not
Taco
bread,
is
it's
no,
not-
but taco is a group of foods.
Is it?
Yes.
It's really not.
Taco is a
Is-
group of foods.
Is lompe, is
Yeah.
pølse med lompe, taco.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
technically a burrito.
Sure, I don't know what that is. Well,
A lumpa is basically a small burrito wrap.
okay,
Yeah, with the hot dog.
okay,
Yeah.
but is it a burrito or is it a taquito?
I don't know what a taquito is.
Me
Okay,
neither.
so this is where I'm gonna get into it. I need to draw this because I've had this. This is not a fight. This is not a fight.
We're just
It sounds like-
discussing
it sounds
very
like the start of
loudly.
fights.
Okay, hold on. No,
Mom
hold
and
on.
Dad aren't fighting. We're just arguing.
No,
No,
we're
hold
just
on, hold on.
discussing
Having a
very
conversation,
loudly, sir, ma'am.
We're just
Hold on.
discussing your future.
Okay, BQ, I need you to share this with the class. With the class being the chat, right? I'm gonna
I'll
draw
try my
this.
best.
I'm gonna draw this out real quick
Okay.
because I've had this discussion with people, but like all Mexican food is the same because it's all bread, it's all tortilla and stuff, and like in different ways.
Is like a taco shell really bread? Isn't it more like a chip? It's a very large curved chip.
Okay, so correct, but
Yes.
Oh,
I'm gonna
boy.
be talking about correct. I'm not gonna. Okay, but all right, hear me out. So, when a taco is, thank you, DQ. When a taco is shaped like this, right? And you have your meat stuff in here, right? That is a taco, right?
Okay, yeah.
When you have,
Is that a soft shell or a hard shell?
it really doesn't matter. Like,
It
as long
does
as
matter.
As long
does
as it is,
matter.
It does
It's-
matter.
For-
It matters.
for the intents and
Because
purposes.
if it's a hard shell, that's a potato chip with some stuff in it, or actually
Shells
a corn chip
matter.
with stuff in it. Yeah, shells matter.
As long as it is shaped like this, it is a taco, right? This is
Okay,
the important
so-
part.
Okay, so with that argument, a cup is now a taco. Gotcha.
No, because it is still like, and it's still like this, and neither sides are. I'm not like, both of these sides are open. This is what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that there is nothing on top, right? There's nothing covering the top normally.
Yes.
And the sides.
So then you have, hold on. Then you're gonna have a burrito, right?
Yeah.
Just pretend that's a
That
really funky
almost
burrito.
looked like something else.
I know. Hold on. Burrito, right?
Yeah,
So
so
the thing-
rolled up tortilla.
A rolled up tortilla. But okay, so the difference between a rolled up tortilla and a burrito, and I'm gonna get into this, is that a burrito is closed on both sides.
Yes.
Both of them are closed on both sides. Now, this is where I get really like nerdy and into like the whole like Hispanic food.
This
because
is
the
where I
taquito,
become super Mexican.
right? This is where I become super Mexican. We have these things called taquitos, which are basically smaller burritos. They're like significantly smaller, but they're shaped in the same way, right? They're shaped in the same way, except you get like the food is still like exposed on both sides, right? On both sides, and they're fried normally because a burrito is normally like a soft shell taco, and like a taquito is fried, so the shell is hard, but the inside is still like mostly like it's cooked all the way through, obviously. And then hold on, I'm still not done. Then you have enchiladas, right? Enchiladas, in the loosest, fastest way, is just a burrito. No. It's a taquito. No. It is closer to a burrito. It is a burrito,
Haha.
but like with sauce on top, and
I know what an enchilada is.
and sometimes it has cheese, and
Yeah.
sometimes it has lettuce.
Yeah, enchiladas are bomb.
I love
love those.
enchiladas. I love enchiladas.
So what you're saying to me is the small one. What is that called again? Is
A taquito. This is a taquito.
yeah. So a taquito is the Mexican savory cannoli.
Yes, exactly. You could call it that.
Alright,
You
yeah.
could call it a savory. What are these dicks
It's a
doing?
savory
This-
cannoli.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're talking about
I'm glad you-
tacos.
I'm glad. Okay, so
Tacos.
you missed my whole tangent about what is a taco versus a burrito versus a taquito versus an enchilada.
What's the difference? You tell me.
Thank you. Okay, so you can see it. I'm sharing my
Yeah, just look at the picture. It explains
I'm
itself.
saying-
You
yeah,
actually
it
don't
ju-
need anything else.
Okay, taco right here, right here. You see it? You see it? It's right there. Nova.
But
I
Jose,
see it. I'm here. I'm
You're
just
not-
muting
Okay,
because
so
of Gremlin.
I'm gonna explain this really quickly. Taco,
Mm-hmm.
U-shaped, open
Mhm.
on all sides, right?
Mhm.
Burrito, tortilla, closed on both sides. Taquito, closed on neither side, deep fried. Enchilada, burrito, but open on both sides and covered in sauce and lettuce and cheese.
Isn't the
That's up-
enchiladas made with a different type of tortilla usually?
So, okay, so we have. Okay, I'm clearing this. I'm new. I'm starting a new one. So we have, right?
Oh,
We
God.
have our corn tortillas, which are what chips are made out of, because you could just cut them in half and you can
Mhm.
fry them, and bada bing, bada boom, you have a chip.
Mhm.
Then you then you have flour tortillas, which are the softer kind, and you don't normally fry these. Normally, you just fry the corn tortillas, and ideally, you want most of your burritos to be made out of
The flour.
the flour, because they're not as crunchy. Uh, the enchiladas are made out of the corn tortillas because they last longer in the oven when you were also smothering them in sauce and also cheese and also lettuce.
Makes sense because the flour tortillas would get really soggy.
They're really soft. They're really soft things.
so Jose,
Yes.
the taquitos, the small ones.
Yes.
How do you fry them
Taquitos are so
without
fucking good,
losing
oh
all
my
of the
God.
filling? Or do you fry them first and then fill them?
So you fill them for. You normally fill them first. You can fry them first and then fill them, but it's
Uh-huh.
really hard because they're really tiny and thin.
Yeah.
It'd be like trying to shove it down a straw.
But like,
Normally,
how do you then fry it without filling falling all over the place?
You just
okay,
drop it in
so
there.
no.
You clearly don't fry a lot of things, Nova.
No.
No.
So normally, what we do is that we have our corn tortilla,
Yes.
and we fill it up with whatever food stuff. Normally, it's chicken.
Yeah.
And then we wrap it up, and then we get our pan. Pretend that's a very shallow pan, and then we shallow fry it. We don't put a lot of oil. We just put enough oil in there to crispen up the outside without losing the inside. Now, also, this might be just a my family thing because I've never seen anyone else do it. We also put toothpicks to hold the tortilla together so it doesn't unravel and have all the stuff come out.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
fucking smart.
Yeah, I was gonna do that regardless. So
And-
like, do you not fry it in a fryer? You fry it in a pan?
No, you don't want you don't want to throw all of it in there, because then you do have like a problem with stuff leaving. If you shallow fry it, it doesn't move around as much, so the filling doesn't come out.
So okay, so it's not really fried. It's more like it's pan seared. Or like or actually wait.
No,
are
it's
you like,
fried.
Are you
100%
frying?
fried.
No wait.
It's
Are you
crispy.
frying half and half at a time? Is what I mean.
Yeah, like you fry one side and then you fry the other side. You like
Yeah.
flip it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try
Normally,
this. I'm gonna try this at work tomorrow.
per toothpick, we have two because toothpicks are only so big. But these things are also not that big, so normally you could stick two of them on a toothpick. At least that's how we do it. And then we stick them in. Toothpick
See,
inside.
Corpse really has life figured out. Even understands grammar. Yes. Fried in oil but not submerged. Just
Exactly.
covered. Yeah.
It's covered. Any other Mexican food questions?
And it's a corn, right? Not flour.
It is these are specifically corn tortillas because they fry better.
Okay. Huh.
I love freaking flour
I'm gonna
tortillas.
try this at work tomorrow.
I like
Well,
corn tortillas too when they're fried. I
well,
don't
yeah,
like them when they're just like soft.
Well, yeah, that's how you make chips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
what
I mean,
is a
like,
tamale? What? No. What's a tamale?
So a tamale, ooh,
Hot
Brilliant
tamale,
question,
hot
Sarah.
tamale.
Brilliant question, tamale. Brilliant question, hot tamale.
This is actually so good because Norway actually eats more taco than any country in the world per
Yeah.
capita.
Okay, so
It's so good to have a Mexican friend now that I can just appropriate through.
so
Jesus
You-
fucking Christ.
you,
Yeah.
you've seen corn husk, right? Like,
Yes.
okay, so first you start off with a corn husk. Really weird start.
Yeah, unedible.
Yeah, unedible. You don't use this. You don't eat this. You ideally just use this as a container. You have like your dough, which is mostly corn flour and what do we normally use? We normally use corn flour, lard, and salsa. Like it's a different type of salsa than what you would think of as a salsa. And we make this like doughy consistency thing. And
So
we
is it
spread-
like a perfectly like pureed salsa, or is it just
no,
a
no,
liquid
no,
of the...
no? It is well, it is something that can be absorbed by the corn flour.
Yeah, but like normally when you make a salsa, right? You it's like at its base, right? Salsa is macerated tomatoes and salt. That's the base of a salsa, right?
Yes.
So
It's-
which, like, what do you do that's special with this salsa?
I have the ingredient listed in one of my little tiny.
I don't need
cookbooks.
ingredient. I just need the process.
Well, the salsa process is the same, right? You boil the ingredients, you throw them in a mixer, you throw salt in, and then you throw that salsa in with the dough to give it
Okay.
an orange color. This dough that we call masa is spread onto the corn husk, just spread on there. Then you have normally we use beef shoulder, but chicken is also another popular one for us because we sell them during the holidays. And the chicken, just pretend this is chicken because we cover it in green sauce.
Chose green for chicken.
Well, it's because we covered because the beef is normally covered in a red sauce, and the chicken is covered in a green sauce, so that's why it's green.
That's why the beef is brown. Chicken is green.
And this is still tamale.
And this is still a tamale, so you can use either.
So what
or.
is the green sauce?
It is. Do you guys have tomatillos?
No.
Or okay, so
Green sauce is
tomatillos.
amazing. Oh my god, it's so fucking good.
So tomatillos are slightly, they're more bitter than your regular tomato, and some would say sour, but I don't think so.
So
and
it's a tomato paste of some kind.
it's a tomato.
Or
Yes.
is it a paste?
Well, the tomatillo is still a tomato fruit
Yeah,
thing.
but like you turn it into like a
It's
sauce
more
or
of a
paste.
sauce than a
It's
paste.
it's the exact same. You can make it the exact same consistency. Like they're
As a
the
salsa.
yeah. Still a salsa. It's a green. We just call it green sauce.
N-
Unripened? No,
I-
it's not. It's not unripened. It is
Yeah,
a
it's
completely
its
different.
own like distinct family of tomato.
Yeah. And they get different flavor. And I personally like the green sauce.
It's like comparing them to like red and white grapes and stuff like that. Like their own distinct thing.
Yeah, personally, I like the green sauce more because sometimes it can be spicier because the tomatoes are sweet sometimes, and the tomatillos are always going to be like bitter.
Yeah. Okay.
And then these are like your savory options, right? These two are your savory options. Tamales can also be sweet. I think the only sweet tamale we've ever had has been like this pineapple jam thing.
Okay.
And you could also fill the inside of the tamale with the. Well, hold on. Let me backtrack a little bit. All right. Let's just pretend that this tamale is either filled up with your beef or your chicken. Right.
Hmm.
Then you bring these corners in, and then you fold this in, so it ends up looking something like this.
Yeah, like a parcel.
Yeah, like a parcel.
Yeah.
So it looks like this, where like you could still see the filling inside of the tamale, but the entire outside is the corn husk, or the outside is the corn husk.
The toilet roll.
Like it. Well, I mean, like in this picture, it does look like a toilet roll, but um,
But yeah, it's a parcel.
it's like a little container. Yes. From here, you steam it.
Okay.
Because the meat is ideally already cooked by the time that you put it inside the tamale. The only thing you need to cook is the
dough.
The dough, and when you steam it, questions.
No.
When you steam it, it takes a long time because it takes like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's a whole process.
It's a Mexican dumpling.
It's no.
Dumpling is closed all the way though.
Yeah, okay, so it's a Mexican open dumpling.
No, because we
Just
also
it's
have
a dough that you fry with stuff inside.
No, you don't. You don't fry it. You steam
oh no,
it.
you steam it. Sorry, yeah, you steam it. You
But-
steam dumpling as well.
But we also, yes, also, I guess you're correct in that way. But we also have empanadas, which are shaped like this. These are just the crimped edges on the outside, and they're shaped like little half moons. And the inside of an empanada can also be your beef, your chicken, or your jam of choice. Normally, the sweeter ones are covered with a sugar dust.
Okay.
If you look up an empanada, you'll get a whole bunch of stuff for it.
So what I'm learning is that the Mexicans are a lot like the Italians, where they have different shapes for their tacos,
Exactly.
but they are basically the same.
Exactly. I have no complaints. I love the Italians.
y'all are just the warmer climated Italians.
Exactly. So I'm gonna really quickly go back to this.
I mean, you're not too far off because
Really not.
Me-
So we're gonna-
like
we're
the
gonna go-
Southern Hemisphere was colonized by the Italians, and the
We're gonna go
Spanish.
really quickly back to sweet tamales, right? So this dough, like I mentioned previously, normally
Masa.
gets like the masa gets salsa on it, or something of the sort. If you are making specifically sweet tamales with like your strawberry jam, your pineapple jam, or whatever, it does not get that sauce. It is just a regular fucking dough, just a regular fucking bread dough, except it is made with corn flour instead of all-purpose or
And lard.
and lard. And they're really greasy food contraptions.
I have a question with the cooking process.
Yes.
Does it have to be wrapped in a corn husk, or is there substitutes? Say like you live in a country that doesn't have corn husks readily available. What would you do then?
It would
You
have
just
to
not
be
get to have a tamale?
like you could. You'd have to. If we're going with the dumpling example, I'm pretty sure you could use like, if you're using a steamer and you have like your paper that could go into the steamer, you could use that to kind of like fold it into a banana leaf.
Okay, I don't have banana leaves either. There are not a lot of corn growing in this country, or bananas for that matter.
If you have something that could sit in the steamer for 2 hours, you could
Great
use
leaf,
that.
thank you, corpse.
Does
How
that
big
exist?
is it? Are
No.
those
No,
big
that's not a
enough?
thing. They're called vines.
So
We really
Yeah.
don't have any to substitute that.
Yeah, I would just use like paper at that point.
Yeah.
it's really just best to use papers.
Because I'm assuming that the corn leaf doesn't really like do anything. It's just tradition.
It's just tradition, and it's a container because you're
Yeah.
going to like corn husks are already so readily available because everything uses corn and like cereal
Yeah,
and shit.
exactly. It's all over
And
the
so,
place, right?
if no one is going to use these corn husks, You might as well be using the courthouse because they're
Yeah,
readily
no.
available.
It is genius to use it, and it has been used throughout history for so many things. It was used as toilet paper for a really long time as well.
Just stuff it in a seagull and steam it. We have lots of those, and they're pretty big.
Do you guys want a fun fact about toilet paper, by the way? Do you know what most Europeans use for toilet paper for the longest fucking time?
This is not the
Pine
toilet paper
cones.
episode, though.
Pine cones. People were wiping themselves with
Hard
pine
fucking
cones. people.
pass.
And
What are
Yeah.
they, ripping up their assholes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
And
it
only
could scoop off like
because-
most of it, you know?
Only because
Oh
of
my
the
God.
Silk Road and the trade between China and Asia, toilet paper became a norm in the West.
Yo, I'm glad I was born in the century that I was born in.
Everybody's like, "Oh, I want to go back to like the age of discovery." No, you really don't.
You really
you really
fucking
don't.
don't, boss. That's when like everybody was dying at the ripe old
Yeah.
age of childbirth, and
is the
freaking
best time
like
to be
you're
alive.
lucky if like one of like your 5 children survived to like 10.
Yeah, imagine dying to infected butthole because you wiped your ass with a fucking pine cone.
Right?
Food
Oh
talk,
god,
everyone.
that made my butt hurt just thinking about it. Thanks for
What
that,
is this?
Torn.
What is this half pizza?
This is I'm just keeping the chat entertained by drawing. This is the empanada that I was talking about earlier. This is your fried.
It looks like the pasta thing. I don't know the name for it, but you have like stuff in it, and it's like tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, for tortellini.
Yeah, it looks like that.
I would akin this more to like because the bread or the dough is thicker and it is closer to something.
It's closer to a pierogi.
Yeah, exactly. Closer to a pierogi, which can
Mm.
also be filled with your jellies or
meat.
your jams or whatever. But they are
You wouldn't really make a sweet pierogi.
well in Mexico you would.
Yeah, but they're not the same. It looks like the same.
No, like how big are pierogies normally?
I mean, the thing with pierogi, right, is that it's its own dough. It's more akin to a pizza dough than anything.
No, yeah,
And
exactly.
you bake them,
Oh, you big.
but they're hyper savory. And where pierogis like come from, Poland, they're mostly filled with like meat, like what's it called? Fuck, shit, what the fuck is that called?
Ground beef.
Minced meat. Yeah, ground beef, minced meat, and onions, and then some sort of like brown sauce or something. That's usually what's in a pierogi.
How big are pierogies normally?
Very small. They're like about like a handful.
This, okay, ignore the fact that this is a very poorly drawn hand.
Yes, perfect.
This thing
AI hand.
Ravioli.
would be like this size.
At least it
Yeah,
looks
so
better than the hand
they're
I'm
about the
drawing.
size of a pierogi then.
The
Yeah,
hand
but,
I'm drawing looks like a fucking. I don't know.
but
Looks fucking weird.
these are also like I've mentioned previously. These could also be sweet.
Okay.
I love empanadas though. Empanadas, though. I'm hard for
Okay,
empanadas.
I'm going to empanada versus pierogi
75% bigger than a ravioli or a pierogi.
versus pierogi. Pierogi. Can I see side by side what they look like?
But the pierogi, yeah, pierogis are quite kind of small, aren't they? Because they're supposed to be more like bite size, if anything.
Yeah, these are not bite sized. These are
Oh, yeah.
Those are a whole
Definitely.
meal.
yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So, a pierogi, you like usually you eat like 20 plus pierogis.
You also have like tiny tacos too, so. I'm getting really good at drawing a taco.
That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
No,
This is the-
you
this
do
is the
not
worst
have
part.
lettuce over the beef. You have the sauce
Yes.
over the beef.
No, this one doesn't
Okay,
have
okay,
sauce.
okay. This is very important question.
Okay.
What when you make a taco,
Yes.
in what order do you put things in?
Okay.
Who wants
let's
to
go
start?
right to left. Nova starts.
Nova, how does your taco go?
I usually start. Well, if I have beans readily available, I'll put some, like a little bit of beans on the bottom. But if there's no beans, start with meat, and then sometimes I'll put like a layer of like cheese. Like if it's like melted cheese, I'll put cheese or sour cream, and then the lettuce, then the tomato, and then like a salsa on top. So that way, like, it kind of keeps it together. Because if you just do, like, meat, lettuce, and then tomato, and then, like, a whole bunch of stuff on top, you're not going to get, like, it always falls off. So I usually,
Everyone is freaks in chat. You don't put beef first.
You do put beef first.
You do.
That's insane.
Okay,
insane.
mine turn. Beef, sauce, and then we go with onion, and then cheese, sour cream, and corn. Could also switch out the corn for like cucumber. That also works.
cucumber.
What kind
Yeah.
of fucking tacos are you eating?
Right? That sounds like a very interesting
tacos.
combination. That sounds like a very
Yeah.
interesting combination.
I don't eat lettuce with the tacos, no.
No-
It's
no
like
wonder
cucumber
you-
or a corn.
Well,
Closest
I've never
thing.
heard of cucumber
or
on a
onion.
I want to try it. I want to try cucumber on.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
very good.
interesting. I'll try it. That sounds interesting. Because people put some random shit on tacos.
Okay.
I'm usually I'm pretty white about mine.
Yeah.
So
Okay, Jose's
Okay.
turn.
So I'm pretty Hispanic about mine, right?
yeah.
You know, like the places is actually from. So
Fair.
we start off with beef, right? Easily, or beans, but ideally it is beef. Then it's onions. The onions can either come before or after everything, but ideally onions is where I put it. Then it's lettuce. Then it's lettuce. Look at this bright green lettuce. Then it's tomatoes. Tomatoes on my taco. Then it's cheese. It's a weird looking cheese color, and then it's sauce. That is my taco.
Okay, Telran.
Okay, so first of all, if I eat like taco, it is exclusively burritos because the shell doesn't work. Because as soon as you bite in, it crumbles, and then you just
Exactly.
have that's
so
pointless.
true.
So
I
I
always
only eat
prefer-
burritos,
I always prefer soft shell tacos.
Same.
and then
Burritos. Mhm.
I don't eat beef in my tacos.
Okay.
So I make a bean paste. So I take kidney beans, I mix in some like taco mix into it, right? So you know, like as you would for like beef, right? You add your spices and whatnot into that,
Yeah.
and I make a paste out of that stuff. And it is literally it's like taco mix. It's kidney beans that you rinse off pretty heavily, and just water just to actually let it liquefy, and you just fry that off in a pan until it like comes together, right?
Yeah.
And I take that and I spread it on the taco. So that's my
Very
bit,
fair.
and it's gonna insulate from juices. Because if you put juicy stuff at the bottom of a soft shell taco, it will disintegrate after a while, and it'll be all over the place and be disgusting. So it's bean paste at the bottom.
Yeah.
Then I put cheese on there because I want the cheese to start melting just a little bit.
Yeah.
Then I put nacho chips because I like that little crunch and the
Crunch.
saltiness. Yeah. Then I put corn, like raw corn, because I'm weird, right? Like or like canned corn because I want that little sweetness. Then depending if I have some salad, I don't like to buy salad because I don't use it that much and it will wilt away. But if I do get salad, I get hard salad and I slice it really thinly. Or I will get like Chinese cabbage and also slice that super thinly to just get some like freshness with it.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I put salsa. Or actually, I usually put salsa on like the sides, so it kind of covers all of it. And then I wrap it. And then in like one bite, because they're there on those layers, you get everything in a single bite. That's how I do mine.
Yeah.
Fancy.
And that's the only taco I eat. I don't like that's the one I make myself. When I order, I just get whatever a restaurant has, right? But that's what I get myself. And then if I'm super fancy, I'll get some guacamole. But my girlfriend don't really like guacamole, so we don't really use it that much.
So,
Walking
In-
taco.
walking taco.
Yeah,
Walking
Corpse
taco.
mentioned walking taco. Have you guys heard about that?
No, what is it?
You cut the top of a bag of Doritos and then put your taco beef and toppings in and eat it with a
It's like
fork.
the most American thing ever.
That is very American sounding.
Didn't he say it was an American thing?
Yeah,
it is an
m-
American thing.
He thinks it's an American
It
invention.
is. I mean, you could also just, I don't know, make a taco salad and put it in a container.
You could.
Taco
Any
salads are pretty
fucking
tasty. I
Tupperware.
love taco salads.
Like, you could just do that, put it in a Tupperware and look like a normal ass fucking human instead of taking and cutting off a Dorito bag and looking like a fucking degenerate freak.
well, maybe
Or-
maybe
Okay, hold on.
gotta be on the go. Doesn't
Okay,
want-
Yeah, but
so
Tupperware container. Take that with you.
but the whole point is to buy these at the fair. That is
Yeah.
very true. That's what I was gonna get. This is more convenience than anything else.
Yeah.
If it's at a fair and it's done
Yeah.
at the fair.
That
not a
makes
big deal
sense.
for me.
It's something
does
else
sound
if
like-
it's out of
That
fair.
does sound like fair food. That sounds so fair food like. Oh, freaking! That one. My favorite fair food is
I go with the turkey leg.
Oh yeah, I miss turkey legs.
We don't have fairs in Norway.
No,
What are they called?
but
They're-
I did
like, they're
buy
deep-fried-
turkey legs.
Deep fried pancake batter, basically.
What?
Hold on, I know what she's talking about.
Yeah, why can't I think of it? Starts with an F?
Funnel
Fuck
cakes.
you.
Yeah, funnel cakes. Oh my god.
Funnel cakes. Oh yeah, funnel cakes are good.
It's like the only thing, because you can make funnel cakes at home by using
Yeah.
pancake batter, but it always tastes better when you get it at the fair.
Okay,
Ugh.
fair,
funnel cake.
let's get into it. Okay, so really quickly, fair food. We talked about turkey legs, but what is the weirdest like fair, quote unquote fair food that you've had?
We don't have
Or,
fair.
Deep
Or like
fried.
fair.
Twinkie
How are
Or
we
like-
gonna add ours?
Or like fair like you know like events or
We,
something like.
we don't have that.
You
Why
guys
not?
don't have like festivals or anything?
Not in the
Uh,
same way that America has. it.
yeah.
We don't
Like,
Well,
do you guys
have
not
that.
have like food vendors and stuff at
We
them?
do, but like that's most just like farmers markets.
Yeah, or
Which
Martnon.
aren't the same. Yeah, and that's very much not the same. That's just candy. Pretty
Yeah.
much. There's not really any food.
You do have
The most
like
exotic thing we have are like unlike martnan and these kind of things are like meat, like food skewers, and that's not
What
that.
kind of
we've
food
had the
skewers?
like
food
kebabs,
trucks.
like literally like
That works.
The food trucks has
No.
been going, but now they're been like staying for a while, so it's not a fair or like a special event anymore. They're just there forever now, I guess.
yeah. they're just
That's
forever.
funny.
So we can't even say that is a special event anymore.
Yeah, and it's not fun because as soon as they set up, there's like 100 seagulls
Yeah.
in the middle of town, and you just can't walk into town without being bombarded by a
That's
seagull.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, seagulls are dicks.
Seagulls are dicks.
Seagulls are super dicks. I
Seagulls are
freaking
just
hate them.
rats with wings. Let's be honest.
They
Right.
are rats.
I'd rather deal with like being hoarded by pigeons, because at least pigeons are like.
Oh,
not
our
annoying.
pigeons are so tame. You can walk so close
Yeah.
to a pigeon and
Most
almost
most
like
pigeons
pet it.
anywhere are like that now, because
You
like
do know that, yeah, like
they were domesticated.
yeah, literally like the thing with the pigeon is like we used them for hundreds and hundreds of years as carrier birds.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we got the radio, we just kind of let them loose in town, expecting them to disappear, but they didn't.
they're like, I'm here, bitch.
Most pigeons have it in their brain still to be handled by humans. You could literally walk up to a pigeon and just pick it up, and
Oh,
most
that's
likely
to the
it will
Walmart
let you
pigeons. I
pick it up.
tried.
The Walmart bitches.
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
know exactly what you're talking about with the Walmart pigeons.
Like,
Oh,
dude, the other day I was feeding a pigeon, right, and a seagull comes down, just like fucking shoo him away. Fuck you! I'm feeding the pigeon, not you.
Yeah, like the seagulls can smell what you're feeding, like a pigeon or a tiny bird from miles away. They will be there so fast and be like, "Hey, bitch, that's my food," and you're like, "No, it's the tiny bird's food." Back the
Yeah.
fuck off!
So why are we making a
Is that
buckets
popcorn?
with
It's
Gelatified
not
pea?
popcorn. Okay, so you guys were going on your tangent, so I took it upon myself to draw this weird thing. Right. So this is a. I'm pretty sure this is a purely Hispanic thing because we were talking about corn earlier. Corn is very.
Oh, I know what that is.
It-
had
this is corn in a cup. This is a very stupid name. It doesn't really have a name. It's corn in a cup. And it's very.
What?
There is this one like a Mexican restaurant we have here now in Trondheim that is like very like Mexican, and they have this. It is literally corn in a cup, and then it has some sort of like spice on it, and then it's like a cheese sauce thing,
Yes.
and it is the most delicious thing, and I can't get it out of my head.
So yes, corpse. It is called elote normally, but elote just literally translates to corn. So if you're going to
Pretty
go
direct.
up to people like, hey, can I have corn? It'll be weird, really weird.
So
when
just
you
give you a husk of corn.
when
This?
when you ask for corn in the cup specifically, this is what they give you, and most of the time it is your aforementioned corn, and then sometimes people will put mayonnaise on it. Sometimes people will put sour cream, but a good part of the time it is mayonnaise.
People that use mayonnaise as a dipping sauce, stop. Just stop.
Right.
It depends on the
Right.
mayonnaise though. Like in Japan, they use mayonnaise for everything.
Yeah, it is Kewpie
But that's
mayo, or
Japanese
just regular mayo.
mayonnaise.
Yeah, it's Japanese cooking. Yeah.
It does taste different. I have Kewpie mayo and I put it on my sandwiches. It's a flavor enhancer. But I'm talking about people that just straight up like dip everything in mayonnaise, like it's a freaking like dipping
Noah?
sauce, and I'm like,
Noah?
stop it. What?
It is a dipping sauce.
Do you like garlic dressing?
No.
Okay, what kind of like dressings do you normally like enjoy?
Salsa. No, that's not a dipping sauce. I don't really like it.
Right.
It is a dipping sauce though.
I can tolerate
do you like
ranch.
ranch? Yeah.
Eh,
You know that?
kinda.
Well, yeah,
Ooh,
but like
mayonnaise.
you have used it in the past as a dipping sauce.
I mean, I have, yeah.
It's on
Yeah, that's
pizza.
just mayo.
Ranch is not
Mayo
mayo.
is no, yes,
I
yes, it
mean-
is. Mayo is literally the base of pretty much every egg-based sauce. Because every egg-based
but true.
sauce starts out with eggs and oil, and then you start adding stuff to it.
It's like
Well,
the vanilla-
Mayonnaise is technically just mayo with stuff in it.
Yeah, you can say
like
it's
the
made
vanilla
of mayo.
with stuff in it. Yeah,
It's not the same though.
it is technically mayo. It's
it-
just mayo with stuff in it.
Mm. I don't know. It just is. It's not the same to me.
Well, yeah, it could be not the same to you, but like it just is what it is, right? So, corn in a cup.
Corn in a cup.
You have
No,
you
I
have
like-
your corn.
I like
You
corn in a
have
cup.
you have your corn. You have your mayonnaise / sauce thing, and then you have your like chili powder or chili paste or what, like not chili paste, and then you put like I don't know if it's like powdered Parmesan or whatever.
No,
No,
it's
I-
a very like specific kind of cheese. It is not Parmesan.
It is. Well, I'm pretty sure it is queso fresco, which is just a hard.
fresco.
It is just like it's just cheese that they grind up into like a dust. And then
Yeah,
they-
that
they-
shit is so
yeah.
good.
And then they throw it onto this cup,
Corn in
Yeah.
a cup.
corn in a cup. Here's your red solo corn in a cup.
Yes.
This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite snacks ever.
Yeah, I know. I love that shit. If I can find the cheese in this fucking country, I'll start making this
good
as my summer
fucking
snack.
good fucking luck, dude.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna ever happen, but my god, is it good.
Well, I'll see if I can get it past customs.
I can always convince my
Doubt.
I can always convince my work to start using it as we have started implementing more like tacos into our menu.
Right.
I'm
right.
pretty sure this is a side thing that will hit off because we actually sell a lot of corn because we have this like meat platter basically that uses corn, and then we also have a corn puree that we use for basically all of our dishes. So we go through a fuck ton of corn per year. So I'm pretty sure this would sell.
So VQ and Talred, you tell me what
Smalahove.
That's not common VQ.
What is it?
Don't fool them. Smalahove, it's boiled chips.
I didn't say anything. I only said
I'm
Smalahove.
sorry, a boiled sheep's head?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Whatever floats your boat, mans.
You also eat
Yeah,
the
that
eye
was-
and everything.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is.
And the brain and all of it as well.
Hey, you basically
Cheeks are the best
scrape
part,
off
though.
the head skull for any meat and any sustenance kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that like
Yeah,
a,
okay.
I have a question, serious question. Is that a winter food?
No.
No.
Well, listen.
It's,
Okay,
it's
so
autumn.
it's
Yeah.
an autumn food for us.
Yeah, it's the end of harvest.
For the us for we have a very similar thing.
It
You
would-
know what
it
you
would-
know what you know what barbacoa is, right, Nova?
Yeah.
Is that the cow tongue?
No, that's specifically lengua, which just translates to tongue.
Oh, no. What is it?
So barbacoa is specifically like meat from a animal skull that you have steamed or boiled or what have you, and you pick it off the skull and then you throw it onto a taco. Literally
Oh.
translated, it is just the Spanish word for barbecue, but specifically it is the meat that comes off from a skull to eat it, and also we eat the eyes too. So really,
Oh my god.
we normally it's cow and not. You said it was lamb that you guys use.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the
Well,
exact
not
same
lamb, sheep. Because
Sorry.
no, because like the history of the Smalahove is usually at the end of harvest. That's when it's eaten. Because you would slay the like older sheep of your herd. That
You know,
is, like,
that's exactly what I was
reached-
thinking. Because I was like,
Yeah,
that's
like-
what I was asking if it was like a winter thing. Because it seems like something you would do with the
It's-
older
yeah,
sheep
not
that are
really
not
a
gonna make it
winter-
through the winter.
Yeah, it's end of harvest, so the end of autumn and like the
Yeah.
start of winter, because it's like when one of your sheep has gotten so old that it doesn't really serve much function for a farm anymore, then you slaughter it,
And you know,
and
it's
then
probably
you
not
want to
gonna make
use
it.
all of it, right? So then the small hole comes from that.
Mm.
Actually, corpse, if you want to be really
Makes
fun
sense.
about it, pineapple is delicious because it's the only food that tries to eat you back.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't? That's why your
Yeah.
mouth stings when you eat it.
Yeah, because it is literally trying to dissolve you.
I don't eat a lot of lutefisk or any actually, because I'm not a fish eating person. So I can't say much
I
about
love
lutefisk.
My family are definitely fish connoisseurs.
Yeah.
My kid loves seafood, which is weird because most 5-year-olds do not like it.
I'm a 5-year-old that doesn't like seafood.
Yeah, most 5-year-olds don't like it. Wait, did you say you're a 5-year-old that doesn't like it?
Yes, I never grew out of that phase.
It's still fun.
I'm still 5 years old. That's why I eat stuff that I hate.
You know, that makes sense.
I not recently, but it's been at least 10 years or something that I started eating something I never thought I would be eating, which is mashed lungs, lungemos.
Smash.
Yeah,
Almost
it's
as good as
actually
fuck.
pretty good. You basically cook it like you would ground beef, and you just eat it. It's a little bit more salty than like ground beef, and a little bit more not as. It's softer, way softer. I think it's good. And that's the thing I thought was like disgusting before, but that's because I never tasted it before. It's actually good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, if you're unaware what lutefisk is, you pretty much take white fish and you essentially pickle it in a thing called lute,
Lie.
which is lye, which is a cleaning product
I was
basically.
about to say, that doesn't sound like
Yeah,
it would
and
be
you
healthy.
leave it in that for like a month, and then you take it out and you rinse off the lye, and then you boil it or steam it, depending where you're from. It's really gross. It has the same consistency as a rubber band.
Oh, God.
It tastes. It depends on the lye. It either tastes like absolutely nothing, and I mean like absolutely nothing, or it tastes like cancer.
I was
There
gonna say
is
that
no
sounds like not safe to eat.
No, it is more of a food of necessity, as it's from the age where you needed to preserve food forever,
Yeah.
and you would preserve it in lye and whatnot. It is
Which makes sense because back in the day, like especially during like the Depression era, like people couldn't afford to just get fresh food all the time. Like
Yeah,
they had to
like-
have food last because they were
Yeah.
gonna starve to death if they didn't.
the problem with having heritage, which America doesn't. But the problem with having heritage is sometimes your culture gets a little bit too attached to the heritage. Like,
Yeah,
guys, we can stop eating lutefisk. We don't need this anymore. We're fine.
Why are you saying yeah, Nova? What did?
I'm Mexican. I have
He's
an
Mexican.
excuse.
He has a heritage. You're American. You don't have a heritage.
He's American. Oh, fuck you guys.
Yeah,
I
but
don't have a heritage.
I still.
Way
I
to
still
rub it in that I don't have a family.
I
God
might.
damn.
I
No, you have a
might.
family. You just don't have a heritage or
I'm-
history.
I might be American, Nova, but I still practice Spanish things,
yeah.
like the language and the cooking.
Do you celebrate Dia de Muerto? Whatever.
Yeah. So, yes, I do.
That's
Dia
cool.
well, the thing is that like, as people know, Dia de los Muertos in other places, it is actually 2 days. It is October 31st and then September 1st or
November.
Yeah,
November 1st.
isn't one inviting like the spirits of the relatives in, and the other one ferrying them away again?
No. I think it takes place in like both days, but the
Okay.
first one on the 31st, it is specifically for children, and November the
Okay.
1st is specifically for adults.
Oh,
adults
that's super cool.
Adults who have pissed the 31st. That's why October 31st is like another holiday. Like obviously it's Halloween, so it's like a fun children's holiday. That's and then the 31st is for.
That's probably where like the derivative of like Halloween with like all the candy and stuff, because it originated as a children's.
Exactly. It is a children's celebration for like children who have obviously
Yes.
passed away too early, and the first is for adults who have just they've had their time, and it's time to respect them, and and
That's
so
sweet
on.
that there's like a day specifically
so
to celebrate the children that passed away.
Oh,
I didn't know that. That's really cool to know, though.
talking about children. Why do Norway put child faces on the liver paste?
Yeah, because it's made of.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying to you
I
guys.
think there is like a legit reason.
I don't know the reason, but it's weird that we have children faces on like a liver paste thing you put on bread and then eat and be like, yep, that's liver. Could it be this girl's liver or that boy's liver? I've showed you guys picture of that, haven't I?
You have.
Yeah.
yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Yeah, it's like a little funny, weird thing.
Maybe probably because it's advertised for children, because liver's like really high in like iron, potentially. But
No,
Never
it's
thought- I
not.
never- Liver is.
No, it's
No,
super good
it's
kids.
not advertised.
Oh, it's not advertised for children.
Yeah,
But
it's
it is
like
good
for
for-
everyone. Yeah.
It is good for children.
So,
Yeah.
the original reason is like the first original kid that was put on it was in 1955 to 1970, and it was the son of the director of Stabburet. And
Is that
it
the
was
company?
it's the yes, the company, the producer, and it was as a marketing tool because the original purpose of it was because kids in the 1950s were super iron deficient, like massively iron deficient, and it was as a advertising for children to consume more liver, as it is so high in iron content.
It's so freaking has a very
Yeah.
distinct taste though. A
And
lot of people
then-
don't like it because of that.
Yeah, and then from then the 70s, they started a competition to have the next liver paste kid, basically. And then it's just become a tradition that every once in a while Stabura has a competition like, hey, send in your kid, you get a small portion of the sales. I think it's like a couple of öre or krone or like something like that. It's really little, but like you can get some pretty good royalties because it's a vastly popular product, right? So send in a picture of your kid. If you get through, you get a little bit of the royalties from selling it. And now it's just a tradition now. But it was originally as a marketing tool. You're welcome, Mickey.
Not John.
Thank you.
I thought you meant the 31st of October. You meant that it was for children to honor the dead, not the dead children. Oh no, yeah, it's 100% for the dead children.
Yeah, it's also for the dead, for the children to honor the dead children.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the most popular item around that time to sell, yeah, the sugar skulls were very popular.
Are they actually made of sugar? Like,
Yes.
are they edible?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
candies.
They're obviously like they're candies. Yeah, they're obviously really fucking sweet because they're made out of mostly sugar.
I did not know that they were candy. I just thought they were like a decoration.
Nope, they are.
But I guess it makes sense as it's called a sugar skull.
Yeah, they're really ornate. They're really ornate.
Yeah, so cool.
Obviously, they take a buttload of time to decorate,
Yeah,
but they're really cool.
but what are they made of? Like just sugar?
They
Is
they
it
are
just like a
just
sugar paste of some kind?
no. I think it's just like I think they mix it in with like flour to make it malleable. But I think it is just mostly sugar, water, and flour. Just like a little dough.
Hey Google, what are sugar skulls?
You can't quote me on that because I've never made them. I have consumed them.
Do we have any other
Yeah,
weird
it
foods?
is just like granulated white sugar that is like even more like ground down and then just pressed into shape. So it's pretty much like it's essentially confectioner's sugar that you just press in a mold and compact it together.
Yep.
So it is pure fucking sugar. That's cool. I also recently learned that confectioner's sugar is actually just normal as granulated sugar that you just macerate more.
Yeah, you can easily make confectioner sugar by putting it in a
but
blender.
like I didn't know for a while. But like sometimes it is also like you actually like you add it to like cornmeal or stuff like that to help. So that's super cool.
How about southern food? I know a lot of people are weirded out by like some southern foods and like freaking biscuits and gravy. I don't know why people are so like flabbergasted by that concept.
On Jengis' thing of like, yo, can I have a sugar skull tattoo? So I am not Hispanic, but this is usually how I view like quote unquote appropriating people's culture. You should like in my opinion, like because we have culture, we have like bunad and other things, right? I'm happy to see other cultures embrace my culture.
Yeah.
As long as you're not actively mocking it, I couldn't care less. Those things are fucking expensive. And if you go out of your way to get one, fucking good on you for embracing my heritage. So like in my view, I don't know.
No, keep going.
No, but yeah, in my view, then as long as you're doing it respectfully, then of course, why not?
So something that I think is fucking hilarious right, is that no one will make more jokes about Mexicans than like Mexican people than Mexicans. Like because there, we will always have stereotypes or whatever, but we like
Jose, my
yeah.
gardener.
yeah. I have almost never met a single Hispanic person that didn't laugh at Mexican jokes. Like obvious, like it should be at our expense, but I literally never met a single person who gives a shit. They're just like, ah, that's funny. Anyway, keep
Yeah.
going. So I think if most people, if like any Hispanic person would be like, oh, you have a sugar skull tattoo, neat,
Like,
awesome.
there was this one comedian who went around with like a stereotypical Mexican outfit, like the poncho, the big mustache, the sombrero, like a massive fucking sombrero, right? Then he first goes to a campus and asks a bunch of like teens, like Gen Zs, like, do you think this is offensive? Like, not asking Mexicans, just white people, Asian people, stuff like that, right? Asking Gen Zs that aren't Mexican, is this offensive? And they're like, yeah, it's offensive, it's appropriation, blah blah blah. Then it goes to like a Hispanic area of his like city. I'll try and find the video, by the way. And just going and asking mostly like Hispanics and older Hispanics, like, do you find this offensive? And most of them are like, nah. Or people are like, I like your outfit, it looks good. And like stuff like that. They're just like, I don't care. There's probably what you should do. Like, stop being so offended about people quote unquote appropriating. Like there's a difference. There's a difference when somebody does something, like if somebody dresses in like the stereotypical Mexican outfit and are being offensive about it, that's different than somebody wearing it and like doing it respectfully and like just wearing it because they like it. Like it's okay to wear a sombrero. If you like a sombrero, fucking wear it. If you like a poncho, fucking wear it. However,
what is the fucking show? The Great British Bake Off Mexican episode. Ooh, that made me so mad. Ooh, I could not stand
What
it.
was it?
Oh my god.
Tell me, I want to know.
Okay, so the Great British Bake Off, right? So everyone makes fun of Americans for not knowing geography. You know what? Fair. Valid. I agree with you 90% of the time. The Great British Bake Off was just, oh my god, it was a disaster. Like most of the people didn't know where Mexico even was where Mexico is, and they were like, oh yeah, all they do is like tacos.
What?
It's like all what do you want from them, Nova? Like they are as far away as we are to Norway, and we don't know anything about Norway culture. So can you really?
I mean,
blame
yeah,
them?
no, you're right. That's fair. I know absolutely nothing
Fish
about
and potatoes.
most of the countries in Europe.
fish and potatoes.
Fish and
And then
potatoes.
yoo-hoo!
Yoo-hoo, big summer
But like
blow.
legitimately, like most Norwegians don't really consume fish and potatoes.
Yeah.
It is mostly in like the country where people do that. But like if you go to any city, that doesn't really happen. It is mostly like universal foods like pizzas, like sushi, like tacos, stuff like that.
Grandiosa.
Grandiosa.
Vi snakker
Yeah, fish and
etter
potatoes, that is
kjærlighet.
British.
Anyway, Jose,
Lørdagspizza.
continue, please.
Oh,
Lördagspizza.
God, I can't remember. It was just a huge disaster, and it was also months ago too. Like,
Also, it's not like old. It's actually new-ish.
So noted, after the podcast, if you want to know why Jose is angry, go watch it on YouTube. I know I am.
Was it the British
on
Bake
YouTube?
Off?
the
Probably.
Great British Bake Off and Mexican episode.
Yeah, you're just probably gonna type in Great British Bake Off Mexican,
Yeah.
and then you'll probably like get like clips at least.
Yeah.
Always like the
Mexican
worst.
bake.
Oh my god. That sounds disastrous.
Oh my god! Like, originally I had no, like, obviously I had no idea, like, about. I don't care for the Great British Bake Off. Like, it's not my thing. But when I saw the clips on TikTok specifically, I went out specifically to find this episode,
Oh boy.
and oh boy, was I not disappointed. in exactly how it went.
That is funny.
Yeah, this was the end of last year.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah. Do we have any more food talks?
I got nothing.
I mean, I spent a whole fucking
Yeah.
20 or 30 minutes talking about fucking how Mexican food, how Mexican food is rolled. Not even like how it's made, just how it's rolled. Oh, what a tangent. Why do you guys let me? Why do you guys let me be here?
Because we love you being here.
While we're talking about food,
Because you
something
actually
that is
talk.
tangentially adjacent to food, can I recommend people an anime from 2018? I don't care, I'm gonna post it because I can post links. This show, I don't know how to pronounce it, but this show is so fucking wholesome. It's this like 4 groups of guys, like super handsome guys, so Noah will enjoy this. That they own like this like rustic Japanese cafe together. That one of the guys like inherited from his grandfather. And it is so fucking wholesome. Like the show, like there's comment on like the last episode that kind of like describes how it feels. It feels like
doubt that it's wholesome.
no. Listen. It
wholesome.
feels like having a hot meal with a group of your friends. It is so fucking comfortable to watch. Like honestly, I know it's probably weird coming from me, but listen, it is so wholesome. Please just watch one fucking episode. It's so goddamn good. That's it.
Hurts me now.
Your first vote.
We have some fair
we talk
foods.
about-
Unless he's lying, then no, you didn't hear from us.
It's not. I'm not lying. It's so good.
Yeah, it's not food wars we're talking about here. Like,
What?
so fair foods. Thank you.
Yeah, it's posted in the Discord.
Oh,
Wait, was
We
that its own
appreciate it.
subject?
The fair
Yes.
food?
Oh,
well, no, not specifically. It's on food, not Minnesota State Fair. Oh Jesus. This
That's
is
a lot
long-
of food. I mean,
That's a lot
soup.
of food. Waffle, onion, hyung chicken, what? Supo, Rick's pizzas.
I'm trying to think of like fair food. Like, oh, the giant corn dogs.
Oh,
I've
blooming
actually
onions.
not tasted
Hold
the
on.
corn
Blooming onions
dogs.
are pretty
I
good.
forgot
Oh,
to taste
please
them.
don't even bring up blooming onions, dude. My
I used to love
owners,
those. But I
our
could eat.
owners wanted blooming onions on the menu for such a long time.
Oh no,
And we were
absolutely
like,
not.
Like guys,
Absolutely, absolutely
guys,
not.
if you
Onions
want
are
blooming-
actually really good for you. Like, super fucking good for you, but
Yes.
oh my god, that's
Nova,
so like.
Nova.
ugh.
Blooming onions, fucking delicious. Love them. You cannot implement those into a kitchen unless you bring in a whole new fryer only to do blooming onions 24/7 and hire a guy only to do blooming onions
What?
because
Why
they
is that?
are because the process of making a blooming onion is it kind of takes a lot. It is a large task to do.
Yeah.
Makes
And
sense.
you can't really prep them. They have to be done a la minute, or else your onions are gonna wilt so fucking quickly. So every time somebody orders it, you have to get a whole ass raw onion, cut it and prep it and peel it and do all of that, batter it, do all of that, and then cook it. And cooking it is, I'm pretty sure you have to cook it like 3 times
Oh my god.
to not burn the batter and to actually cook the onion properly enough.
You know, that
It
makes
takes
sense
so
why a
much
couple
fucking
times I
time to
got
do.
like a blooming when I used to eat them. I got one like that was like had like
Yeah.
raw dough on the inside. Because I guess they
It's
didn't
such
cook
a
it
whole
very
ass
many
process,
times.
and we had to explain that over like a couple of months to our owners. Like, we cannot do this unless you give us a whole new fryer and at least 1 or 2 people just to do that. Can you afford that? Then fine, we'll do it. If you can't, then no. So we don't have blooming onions.
That's good. So proud. So proud
This
you guys fought
list,
for that.
this list even
Yeah.
has Nordic waffles, belly full Nordic waffles, and vanilla dream Nordic waffle.
What's a Nordic waffle? What's the difference between a regular waffle and a Nordic
I
waffle?
don't know.
Well, the ones you have are probably the more like Belgian ones, the square, rather big ones, right?
With the little grids on, they're
Yeah,
like little
yeah.
honeycomb shaped.
Yeah. Yeah, like they're square, they're thick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Sorry,
Belgian
not
waffle, typically. Yeah. Basically, it's a Belgian waffle. A Norwegian waffle, it's a lot flatter, it's a lot thinner, and it's typically not sweet. Although a lot of people put sugar in the batter, technically it's not supposed to have sugar in it. And they come in these like little heart shapes. They're
Huh.
super cute.
Heart shapes?
Yeah, they're heart shaped.
Yeah.
Aw, that's cute.
And you can have like brown
bake
cheese
other
on it. You can have white cheese on it. You can have sour cream. It's very
I
good
want
on it.
brown cheese so bad.
Brown,
try brown
cheese
cheese
is
so
so
bad.
good.
Come to Norway then. I'll give you some brown
I
cheese.
cannot afford it. Okay. But I looked everywhere here. I even checked the one place on it said online that they sold it. The one place in my like state, and they didn't even have it. So
Mm.
Yeah, I'll post a picture of the Norwegian waffle in the Discord.
I'm very sad.
Like, I love when Norway brings back the brown cheese with like chocolate taste in it. My favorite, but they keep taking it away from me. And I'm so sad every time.
In the voice chat, Nova. It's a Norwegian waffle.
Cute.
Yeah, and there have these like perforation between the hearts, so you can separate them.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot-
that's kind of like regular waffles, but like heart shaped.
I forgot
Yeah,
that
but
was-
they're very
like you
thin
said.
though. They're very thin. The ones
Yeah, they
you're
look all thin.
mostly thinking of are probably the thicker ones.
Yeah.
I forgot
These
that
are
we talked
super
about
thin,
side
and they're
up.
not really crunchy. They're usually very soft. You can make them super crunchy. The ones I make are like super crunchy and like mega fluffy on the inside.
Nice.
That's just what I like. But like most commonly, they are like super floppy,
Mm.
Floppy.
pretty floppy.
Put like fruit on it. Mm.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
favorite's like waffles with like bananas and strawberries.
Like pretty much like. Honestly, you can think of it like a crepe.
Pecans.
It just has perforations and they look like hearts. But it is pretty similar to a crepe in the way of like usually how you eat them. You can put like pretty much whatever the fuck you want on them.
Yeah,
My
I mean that's like the
preferred-
glory of. Oh, a kitty cat.
Then it
Yeah.
depends, like,
Glory
if
of
you-
pancakes and waffles.
Then like if you want them more savory, then you don't put any sugar in them. If you want them to be more of a dessert thing, you put sugar in them.
Talking about pancakes, have you guys ever had Japanese crepes?
Yeah.
Best ever. Oh my god. Ugh, so good.
My preferred pancake is with peanut butter.
That's
Peanut butter.
weird.
That's that's interesting.
I
It sounds
can't
pretty tasty,
eat.
actually.
I can't eat peanut butter.
Yeah, she can't
Oh
eat
yeah.
that.
That
She can't enjoy anything.
I'm gonna call you Nut Queen. Wait, no.
Yeah, you don't do that.
What duck are
Sorry.
you drawing, Jose?
Oh, it's just me duck.
It's you duck.
It's me duck. You know, just the colors are a little weird right now. Because I can never
Okay.
get this fucking orange color right.
It's just me duck.
I drew my flag.
Yeah, I know.
Such a good flag.
It's a
It's
very
got,
good.
it's got, what else do you need? You got an eagle, you got a snake, you got a motherfucking cactus. What else do you need in a flag?
I mean,
Nothing.
yeah, it's
No.
good flag design.
Talon, did you call that a American flag?
No,
Oh, he just said it was a flag. He just said
It's
it
Oh,
was
I thought you said very American. I was like, ah.
no, I said it's a good flag. I know it's the Mexican flag.
It's a very
I know
Italian.
it's
a very
very
Italian
it's
looking
hard to
flag.
not know what the American flag looks like, as you guys put it in every fucking media that's created fucking ever.
Facts though. How annoying.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
America
Why?
loves to circle jerk itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well-
As an American.
Well, you know how Texas is.
Speaking of food, what is everybody's favorite cookie?
Cookie?
Cookie.
Ooh.
White chocolate macadamia nut.
Yeah, that's pretty bomb.
My
Exactly, weird.
would you
It's a
call
hard one.
chocoringa or cookies?
Yeah.
Okay, those are my favorites. Those are Norwegian. Or like the other
Snickerdoodle
Norwegian
is a good choice.
brands with like chocolate on top of it.
Oh,
What are
wait,
those called?
macarons are cookies, right?
Macarons are not cookies, no.
What?
No, they're a pastry, Nova.
I thought they were considered cookies.
They're not considered a cookie.
Well,
it
I'm sad
depends.
now.
Are you thinking about the coconut macaron or the French macaron?
The cute one with the stuff on the middle, and you have the two.
The French
people.
macaron? No, that's a
Yeah.
pastry.
Oh, well,
Oh,
that's bullshit.
I gave
That means you can have a favorite cookie and a favorite pastry.
yeah.
Oh, that's
I sent some Norwegian candy to Nova. Actually,
Oh yeah.
and snacks. We can
Yeah.
re-talk about that.
I ate all of them are like almost gone. A caramel candy. Don't ask me how to pronounce any of these fucking names except for Smash.
Smørrebukk is the
But Smash is really good.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
basically they're like, what are they called? The little like cone chips.
Oh yes, you're talking about the Smash.
Yeah.
You guys know what those are? They're like little cone chips. Not
They're salty cone
not
shapes.
not
with,
not
chocolate
Funyuns. What are they called? Jose, do you know what they're called? They're literally like, they look like cones. Put them on your fingertips. A lot of kids would play with them and put them on their fingers.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I do
Yeah,
not know.
but
I think they're called
it's
bugles.
bugles. That's what it was. They're literally bugles coated in chocolate.
Yeah.
And let me
No.
tell you,
They're called in Norwegian
so
milk
fucking
chocolates.
good.
I sent hockey powder
Because our
to
chocolate is
Nola.
fucking
She didn't
sour.
like it.
I hated
know.
it.
I know.
fucking
I was never
hated it.
tasted it.
I love hockey
I
powder.
love your DQ.
It's
The,
so
the
good.
hockey powder and that licorice.
Yeah,
black
Turkish
candy
pepper.
thing.
Pepper.
Nope. Fucking
So
nope.
good.
I
Just send
could
it,
not.
Legit, you need to go and this also in vodka though. It's so fucking good.
just send
I
it to
am
Jose.
good.
Just
I
send
will
it to your-
pass.
Just send everything you don't like to Jose.
I will. Yeah, I'll send that to
But
you.
hey, Jose,
I'll send it to
Jose,
you.
when you get there, we'll give
I'm
you some
good.
Norwegian candy. We'll give you the
Hell
rundown.
yes.
We'll buy every classic
But,
like Knot. Did you send her Knot?
No, I didn't have room for it,
Oh.
but I did buy like, and I ate it myself.
Yeah, Knot is so fucking good though.
She sent. I still have some. No, did I eat them? Oh no, yeah, no, I still have them. They're little gummy people. Those are really good.
Yes,
Yeah.
Eggman.
Yeah.
They actually come with different flavors, unlike you,
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, they have different flavors.
It's
It's the same with Non-Stop.
they look-
They also
okay,
have
so-
different flavors.
They're
I sent her
basically- they're
Smarties.
basically like Sour Patch Kids, but they're not sour.
Smarties
And-
er
hold
jo
on, give me one
amerikansk en dott.
Nice. They have other Smarties.
Yeah.
Their Smarties are
Oh,
not
yeah.
Smarties.
We have, our Smarties are like
Yeah,
our
but
Smarties are like
ours,
hard
yeah.
gummy candy.
Yeah,
sort of.
and our Smarties actually have Norwegian
Your
chocolate
guys'
in them.
they're
Yeah.
like they're basically M&Ms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our
but they have
Smarties
Norwegian chocolate in them.
are M&Ms, but with Norwegian chocolate.
Yeah.
Their
So much
Smarties
better.
is like other type of candy. It's not even chocolate.
Oh yeah, it's the hard candy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard check.
Good.
And then
I
Quick
ate it,
Lunch.
but my son basically stole it.
Yeah,
From
Quick Lunch, the better Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those were pretty good. That
Yeah.
was good. I ate that whole thing in like one setting.
Yeah.
God, really.
So,
Um,
while we're talking about candies,
Do you
from
know
Aras-
why? Sorry.
I really want to talk about candies.
Yeah.
Because if Mexico is known for anything, it's having really weird fucking candy.
ooh, but Mexican candy's so good though.
But it's all spicy.
Nuh-uh.
That's good though.
You
The
clearly
rose-
have.
The one with the little rose, the rose one. You
Well,
know
yeah.
those.
Jose,
Yes.
Say, bring some Mexican candy. I like spice. VQ likes spice. VQ actually fucking loves spice.
Oh, like
I'll-
the chili one that like you dip in like a
no, but
chili.
but you need to be very specific here because 90% of candy is chili.
I can't remember what it's called. I used to
You
eat
know,
it
the
when
one
I was
that
a
has the
kid.
spicy stuff that you dip in other spicy stuff. Oh, all
Because
Mexican cuisine.
when I was a
gosh.
kid, there was this like mom and pop like candy store that was it was literally only Mexican candy. And you can go in there with like $1 and get like 20 different pieces of candy. Well, not 20, but they're like 5 to 10 cents each, right? So you can go in there with like $1 and get like a bunch of candy. And it was like right next to my elementary school. So like me and my friends would ditch school and go get candy. And we'd get yelled at by the lady that owned it because she'd be like, "Why are you skipping school?" And
So
she was very sweet. But anyway, the candy was
the candy, right? So, I'm pretty sure what you're talking about is the one that is basically the peanut powder thing. I can't remember what it is. I can't remember
the
what
little
it's called.
rose one, right?
It's got a rose on it. That one is probably one of the most popular candies that
It's
come
so
out
good.
because it's just peanut paste, or not peanut paste, but the peanut powdery stuff.
It's good.
We have these lollipops that are the size, I'm pretty sure they're like the size of a small golf ball because they're pretty fucking big, and they are covered in like I'm pretty sure the whole thing is made out of like chili powder or something, because it is all spice all the way around. Hold on, I'll show. I'll find a picture. I'm gonna put
It's
it.
really good though, because it's also kind of sweet at the same time.
It's sweet it's sweet in the middle.
Now, once you get past the hot, spicy stuff, it's actually really, really fucking good. You
Hold on,
just
I
gotta
found
go
it.
through a little bit of pain to enjoy some pleasure.
Hold on. Here, I found a picture of it. I'll share it with the chat here in a second.
I was looking for a picture. Do you know why American chocolate is so like weirdly sour?
It's not sour.
It is.
not
If
sour
hey,
to us.
you have now had European chocolates, and there is a distinctly different flavor, isn't there?
Not real. Well,
Okay, your palate is
chocolate's
dog
chocolate.
shit. So chat, most American chocolate is actually kind of sour, and the reason for this is because when America started to produce chocolate way back when, the only process they had left the chocolate kind of sour. Nowadays, we have better ways of processing chocolate to get rid of the sour taste. So why do we still have sour chocolate in America? Well, it's because of the war, and a lot of war veterans, or like in the war, they were given chocolate to like keep morale up and stuff, right? And when they came back, a lot of them had cravings for that chocolate, and because of it, America never changed. And like a lot of things with America, they're very proud of wartime. So then they never change their chocolate. They can have better chocolate, but they just won't because they're stubborn. That's why.
Interesting. Like actually interesting.
Taste.
It is.
So this is the lollipop that I'm talking about, and I'm showing it to chat right now. I have it on.
Yeah, I've had that stuff. That stuff is so fucking good.
That looks like a jawbreaker.
It is a jawbreaker on a stick.
If you can't handle spicy though, it's gonna ruin you. It ruins me. At least now as an adult, I can't do it. But when I
So-
was younger, it was so fucking good.
Like on the wrapper, you have like these 4 layers of different spice. You have the red, the green, and the orange, and then the yellow one is the only thing that's like any form of like super sweet. And I think it's pretty good candy.
I agree.
They are jawbreakers. They really do want you sucking on this lollipop for like a long time.
Freya?
Don't anybody quote that. Nobody quote that.
Too late.
Nobody quote that.
Too late.
Freya is not less sweet, I would say.
What do you mean? Wait, what's going on?
Chocolate. Freya.
Freya, there was so much less sweets.
Like Freya
Comparatively.
isn't the sweetest chocolate we have.
Yeah, so the thing is, if you are American, it is literally impossible for you to tell that your chocolate is sour, because that is what you have had your entire life.
There's some
And-
milk chocolate that I'm just like, I just don't like it because it
Yeah.
just doesn't taste good.
Yeah, and that is probably using the newer method of making chocolate.
Oh no, I'm talking about the chocolate that's like dirt fucking cheap that you get
Yeah.
for like, you know the ones that make like up
Yeah,
like
I know.
little bunnies for like Easter. Those taste so bad.
Yeah, and they are using a more modern way, because it's actually cheaper to make it the modern way, but they don't add any like extra like cocoa fat or stuff to it, so it tastes pretty bad. But like the thing is, to counteract the sourness of American chocolate, they tend to add a lot of sugar to it. Whereas most of the world have more purer chocolates, because we don't have a sour taste to necessarily mask. So we can get away with adding less sugar to it. Not to say it's healthier in any way, it's just purer. It's more like raw chocolate. Most like Europeans tasting American chocolate, it tastes kind of sour.
That's fair.
I'm a huge peanut butter guy. My favorite candy bar is a peanut butter bar. It's not even a chocolate bar.
Peanut butter bar.
What is it?
It's called a payday.
A payday?
Payday.
Payday.
Oh, payday.
So paydays
Oh,
are
my
a
dad
very
likes those.
they're a very simple candy bar because it's peanut butter covered in nuts. And that's it. That's the whole candy bar, and those are my favorite. That
They're pretty
is.
good.
Well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Longest TED Talk ever.
I'm just like I'm a very old man when it comes to food.
Super old.
At least you don't like circus peanuts, okay?
I like actually like we were having this conversation earlier. I actually kind of like liver.
Oh. But, you know what? You guys can have it. I'm good.
I don't know what your problem is.
My
Noah.
white American taste buds will be good without.
Look, you just have to make sure it's not dry as fuck. Some salted nuts.
Some salted nuts.
Salted
These
salt-
nuts.
Salted nut roll.
I really need to stop myself before saying that shit.
No, I've never had a salted nut roll. This is an actual candy bar, Nova. Grow the fuck up.
Nut.
Thank you, Nova. The fact that you took a second, laughed at yourself, and you were like, ha ha, nut. It's the best thing in the world.
I love it.
I'm crying. That was funny. Oh, now my head hurts again. But
Oh
it's worth it.
no, poor baby Nova.
Cries. Headache. Oh my god.
Cries and headache.
Not worth it though. Nothing like telling a good nut joke while you're talking about food.
Nothing
Am I
like
right, boys?
nutting, am I right?
Hey. It's actually no, we're not talking about that stuff because that's not the subject.
Yeah,
But
we skipped around with the subject a few times, so you
speaking of nuts,
know. Oh god.
did you know if you bust a nut, it releases endorphins and temporarily can cure depression. That's why a lot of people who have like depression are like,
Hey, look, I drew Lulu.
That's so cute.
why would you segue into that with that?
I did it. I wanted to get off the topic as soon as possible.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, then she could just sit there in her chair.
So speak of foods, what are everybody's favorite nuts?
I can't eat nuts, but I love brente mandler.
Can't eat nuts, but
But I eat them well.
so you can't eat it, but you like burnt almonds. Okay, brilliant.
That's my favorite.
Walnuts are really good. I like walnuts better than pecans.
I like pecans. That's not how you pronounce it at all, but
I know.
I
Pond.
do like myself some pecans.
Yeah.
As we probably say it in the South, we call them pecans.
Yeah, pecan pie.
Yeehaw.
Oh my god,
Oh.
pecan pie is so good.
That's why I like them so much. It's specifically for the pie.
Yes. Oh my god, pecan pie is like chef kiss. Thank you to the Southern people, or whoever invented that shit. Oh my god. Yes. Thank you. I love
Sema,
you.
it depends again. Just nuts, it's pistachios. Like salted roasted pistachios.
Well, those
In
are
stuff, pecans. If it's in something else, then it's pecans by far.
Actually,
But
I
if it's
lied.
just a nut, then it's pistachios.
Ooh,
My
I do love me a chocolate covered almond though.
I was about to say I lied. My favorite is almonds because one, I can't. It's like it makes the only milk I can drink, right?
Okay.
Okay.
But I can't do oat milk because it makes me puffy. Freaking dairy milk just does not work for me. And so like almond milk is my, and oh yeah, and I'm allergic to soy, so I can't drink soy. So it's just like, you know, almond milk is the way to go too. And also almonds are really good because you can coat them in anything and they're good. Or you can eat them plain like I do, and they're just healthy for you. They have good fat. They're healthy fat.
I remember almond milk being like very delicious in America, but when I tried it here in Norway, it's not the same, and I don't
Probably
like
the
it here.
processing.
Probably,
probably the processing.
yeah, and it's a little bit sweeter in America, which I liked about it.
They add a little bit of sugar. There's a little bit of sugar added to it.
Yeah,
It doesn't have a high sugar content, but yeah, you can get the unsweetened version if you're a fucking heathen. But I mean, like, or you can just, you know, get like, you can get vanilla or just like the regular stuff that has like natural sweetener in it. And that's the one I get. I like the vanilla one because they use it in like coffee. It's really good in coffee.
yeah.
Like iced coffee, not hot coffee. It just dissolves in hot coffee for some reason.
Are you a cold coffee or are you a hot coffee person? Is a question for Chad. You a cold coffee or hot coffee?
It depends.
I'm a
In the
chocolate coffee.
afternoon. Chocolate coffee.
Yeah, but is it iced
I don't
coffee
drink
or
coffee.
is it hot?
Either
Well, you know what
or,
I mean, is
both
it-
of them. If it's chocolate in it or very little coffee, I'm okay.
Like I'm the same as Mats. It's like mostly hot. But if I'm like, if it's summer and I'm outdoors and I'm hanging with friends and I want like a snack, then I'll get a cold coffee,
Yeah, iced coffee.
like an
is
iced
really
coffee
good.
or a frappuccino or something like that.
I can't do
But-
hot coffee in the daytime, like
Yeah.
in the
Well-
afternoon. After breakfast, for me, for breakfast, I have to have hot coffee. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But for the rest of the day, I don't really do hot coffee because it just doesn't. For some reason, it's fucking weird. It does not taste the same as that first cup of coffee in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
But
doesn't.
iced coffee for the rest of the day, it does it. It does it good. It's a good job. Does a good job. And I just, yeah. And also, especially if you're living in a hot ass place like freaking the southeast, where it's hot and wet, you don't want something hot and wet going inside you when it's all over you.
Well,
Wow.
well,
You
know-
not what I meant.
no, that's not even where I was going. Technically, you should consume
damn it.
more. You should consume more warmer things than you should consume cold things, as consuming something cold takes more energy for your body to heat it back up.
You know
to-
what? I know
to
all this already.
temperature.
Don't give me that bullshit. I don't give a shit.
It's not bullshit. It's fact. You
It-
will feel more refreshed if you drink water that is body temp than drinking water that is ice cold. In the moment, yes, drinking a cold liquid when it's hot, yeah, totally feels better. But after like a couple of minutes, you will feel more fatigued by it, and you will want to consume more because you become more dehydrated as it consumes more energy. It's never
BRB,
gonna
will I
change
take
the
a sip
fact-
of my
it's-
ice water?
it's never gonna change the fact that I like consuming ice water when it's warm, and I'll just drink more ice water. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
It's my ice water.
For the technicalities.
Okay, so this is a weird food question that I remember that I wanted to ask. If you it's a would you rather question, right?
Okay.
Would you rather never have hot food or never have a cold drink?
Ugh.
Because for me, it's always going to be never have a cold drink. Easy, hands down.
Very
Because
easy, actually.
food has to be hot. But drinks.
I mean, here's the question. Does that imply that I can never cook food and then like wait for it to cool down? Or like if I say like I would never have a hot meal, would that just mean like if I were to eat a hot meal, it would taste cold?
It wouldn't be cold. It would be like room temperature.
Yeah, but like I could still like sear a steak and stuff and still get
Yes,
the like
absolutely. You could
flavor
you could
development.
you could still absolutely sear a steak. You could
But you have to
absolutely
like
sear.
cool off.
No, like it just like as soon as you sit in front of it to eat
It's
it,
cold,
it just
like,
it's
or
just,
it's room
yeah,
temp.
yeah. It's not hot.
Okay, I actually think I would then go without a hot meal because there are very specific things that like there are a few things like that beat like a cold like a chilled cola, right?
You know, I agree with Tauren because
Or
I would
chilled
rather give up
beer.
hot food than never have a nice iced coffee ever again.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Iced
like,
coffee
also-
is my life.
Yeah, like leftover pizza. Like everybody knows pizza is
Mm.
better cold.
Yep.
that is true.
So that means I could just have the best version of pizza instantly,
Ooh,
forever.
Yo.
reheat leftover pizza. Half the time I
It
reheat
always
my
gets really
pizza.
soggy for some fucking reason.
I never have
Why?
Oh, yeah.
leftover pizza.
Glutton.
What is wrong with
Leftover pizza.
What do you mean?
No, because I eat it. I eat it that day, and I don't have any more left for a leftover.
Okay, no, that's fair.
And I
That's-
never
that's
take
valid.
like leftovers from the restaurant because I know I'm not gonna have.
Yeah, my family is the
I don't-
exact same way.
I'm not gonna eat it. I know I'm not gonna eat it because I'm gonna forget about it.
I think my family, in my family, I'm the only one that eats leftovers. So you know what, like,
If I had leftovers, I would eat it,
That's fair.
but I never have.
I always take home leftovers, but I always forget about them, so they end up going bad anyway.
Yeah.
I'm to throw it away. I'm so bad at remembering.
Exactly.
I have this really weird problem for me personally, where I always cook too much food because I always got used to cooking for a family of 5.
Mm.
That whenever I got down to cooking to just myself, I always like would still cook too much, and then I would eat the same thing for 3 days, because I'm just so used to cooking for more than myself.
Ayo, meal prepping.
Hey, actually, I lied. I have one thing that I always has as a leftover, which is gryterett.
What's that?
Amerikansk och mexikansk gryterett. I always make the Mexican and American gryterett in one because it's super good. And
But
it's always
what
so
is it?
much that it's over to the leftover. But also, I try not to eat so much on the day I make it because it's way better the day after.
What is it?
It is pretty much it's rice. It's some kind of like I think it's some kind of tomato sauce, but not the Italian kind of tomato sauce. It's like a spicy tomato sauce with meats and veg and onions and stuff like that.
And rice.
I literally started with saying rice.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear it.
It's okay.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Next time I'll send you that because all you need to add to it is like ground beef
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I have
and
a picture of
water
this?
and water. Hmm.
Can I have a picture of this?
No, fuck.
I'm like streaming my screen on.
Oh, oops.
That's on two monitors.
Can you spell
Yeah, but
it?
I have my OBS in the other and it's gonna open. I don't want to go
Can you
through
spell
that.
it out? He can Google
It's-
it.
it's in the chat.
It's in the chat. Sorry, I was already on Google in the exact same tab.
Oh, okay.
then
the people
American,
look at-
and then Mexican. You will see Amerikansk, Mexikansk. It's American and Mexican. Those two are the best ones. I don't know why we call it American and Mexican gryterät, because I've asked people that live in America and Mexico if they have this, and they're like, what the fuck
I
is
don't even know
that?
what this is.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, well, we call it American and Mexican gryterät, so I don't know.
I feel like it's one of those like foods that they thought was made in
Yeah.
America, and it's like, no, that's just you, man.
Yeah.
That's just a you thing, my bro.
Apparently.
We don't do that here.
I
That's
love
not to my
how-
knowledge.
This whole fucking website is in Norwegian.
What
That's
website?
Well, I just googled Vietnam.
He's
Yeah.
probably on the Toro.
Did you go on a Norwegian site or something, or did your
Yeah,
whole
but-
Google just turn Norwegian?
No, just the website. I
Oh,
could
okay.
absolutely just the whatever this fucking Google Chrome can just translate it easy.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's fun. That's nice.
Yeah, it's
So
very
what all
good.
is it?
It's they just explained it to you. I just
Oh,
wanted to
right.
see it. The Google turned Norwegian.
It's like,
Like
what
just
is
a rice dish.
gryte on English?
But
It's like pot food.
It's like pot.
Pot food. Roughly translated, it's pot food. Or like pot stew. Yeah, maybe more like a stew, kinda.
Like a gumbo?
it's no.
No, but
You
stew.
doesn't know.
I'm trying to find something similar, and I think stew is a little bit more similar.
Stew is
the
usually
question.
very liquid though, Vicky.
It is
Stew's
liquid in the
actually a lot
start.
heavier. Stew is a lot heavier. There's soup that's like liquidy.
Yeah,
But
the
stew
gryterät
is
is
not
the first day. It's very like a little bit liquidy if you don't take out all the liquids. But the day after, it's more like not liquid. It can be liquid. It cannot be liquid. It depends on how long you cook it, kinda.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Do we have more food talks?
I can't think of anything.
Me
Oh yeah,
neither.
I'm out of things too.
Yeah.
My brain is flatlining.
No, I've asked all of my questions. I have asked cold or hot food, is honey,
Condiment or not?
condiment.
Oh, I missed that. Damn.
Yeah.
You were
We
there for the
concluded
first,
it with it depends.
as always. We concluded
As
it with it depends.
I mean, honestly though, it does kind of depend.
It
Yeah.
does kind of depend. No, I think that's everything for me too, boss.
Okay. Just so I know, will you be doing Song of Horror today or not?
Yes.
Okay.
I could get stream started right now.
I will make some food though.
Oh no, yeah, no.
Give me
I have
like
to-
10 minutes.
All this
No.
food talk made her hungry.
Yeah.
No, but you're going to have to entertain chat.
I
for,
might
like,
eat my
10 minutes.
smash. I can't.
No.
I'm gonna eat the last of my smash.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like fry some broccoli and cauliflower. To be honest, that's all I have for now, so I'm just gonna fry some of that. Meanwhile, if you
Somebody
start
send us
that up, I
frozen
can just
food.
like raid you instead.
Yeah, of course. That's what I was getting at.
Someone send this lady some food.
I get money on Monday. I'm fine. I hope.
Yo, I get many tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Only
All right, let's
I
hop
get-
into this.
I'm accepting commissions. That's when I'll get my money.
yeah.
Shameless, honestly, quite shameless.
You know what? I like fucking money. Money
You
makes
like
the world go
fucking
round,
money?
and money is happiness. Okay,
I
money
also
does
thought
buy
you
happiness.
preferred fucking Ein, but what do I know?
I mean, well, obviously, but no, like I want money, and I need money. And money.
And money.
If you say money doesn't make you happy, then you're a liar.
Money can get you things for happiness.
Money could buy you a speedboat. Have you ever seen somebody cry on a speedboat?
Don't take me on a date. Yes. I don't have money for it though. So if you can do it next week, then I can pay.
Pay my own way.
Yeah. Pay my own
Dude,
food.
money makes everything better.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
It
Buy
gives you food.
You can take your friends out on friend dates.
Yeah.
You can buy things to make you happy, like I don't know.
I have your
Toys.
Voidling, Lulu, by the way. I need to give you that.
You can get it on the date.
Yeah.
You can just roll in it. I mean, some people like doing that. Like
I've always
strippers.
said it's better to cry in a Rolls Royce than on a bus. Thank you.
See? Based, girl.
Aw.
Based.
So who is paying?
I hate. Okay.
I'd
DQ
rather
isn't
be-
about that.
I'm sad, but at least I'll be sad with money.
Sad, but with money.
Like
Okay.
all those billionaires.
Happiness
Yeah.
doesn't buy you food. Okay.
Yeah, money
Happiness
does.
is
Yeah, see? Money is everything.
Yeah.
Anyone that says different is a goddamn liar.
Yeah. Okay, say yes. Why would you? Okay, my defense is always be prepared to pay for my food, even if it's a date.
Money buys you food. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, everybody ready to say bye?
Yeah,
Bye.
we're playing horror games next, guys.
Yeah, after I've made some food, or you can just start without me. That's fine.
No, yeah, we're gonna have Nova entertain the chat.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, no.
Bye, Chad.
Ew.
Bye, chat.
Bye, Chad.
I don't want to entertain people.
Entertaining.
What do you mean? All you have to do.